Greetings. Today we take a deep dive into two communities facing critical turning points. Beloit grappling with financial and leadership challenges, and Milton fostering civic engagement among its youngest leaders. These decisions will shape the future, and we unpack the stakes, the choices, and the road ahead. Let's begin in Beloit, where the school district is at a crossroads, facing one of its toughest fiscal crises yet. Over the years, the district has tried and failed to pass 4 referendum proposals asking voters to override tax levy limits to provide crucial funding. The results? Well, a growing deficit now standing at $6.2 million, with few clear solutions in sight. Adding to the challenge, student enrollment is steadily declining from over 7,000 students to just 5,000 today. The Beloit Turner High School and District and the Lincoln Academy continue to attract students through open enrollment options, further shrinking the district's funding base. Now, with the fiscal year deadline of June 30 fast approaching, the Beloit School Board really faces tough choices. Should they cut staff significantly, delay decisions, hoping for maybe legislative intervention, or continue debating without a resolution? The stakes couldn't be higher. But last Wednesday, the board's ad hoc Committee on Finance convened, taking steps towards an actionable plan. Their recommendations center on retaining staff while balancing financial constraints. Among the key proposals, ending the pay freeze for teachers, allocating $1 million for salary improvements, setting aside $500,000 to prevent a spike in employee insurance costs, reducing staff through vacancies and attrition instead of widespread layoffs, and restructuring the central office to better reflect the current student population, targeting $4 million in staff expenditure reductions. These recommendations aim to stabilize the district, but uncertainty remains. Beloit historically has had a low state achievement score level. Past school closures and class modifications add layers of complexity. The board will meet this Tuesday, where crucial decisions will be made. Or will they? Will they act decisively, or will Beloit's school system remain stuck in uncertainty? The answer, like the district's future, remains unclear. Meanwhile, in Milton, the City Council has been weighing a plan to turn 10 acres of future parking or park land into athletic fields. The Milton YMCA, partnering with Milton Youth Football, would build and maintain the fields, open them to the public on a reservation basis, and free for community use, using them only when not occupied by the YMCA. The development plan aligns with the Cross Ridge Master Plan. It received a favorable recommendation from the Parks and Rec Committee, and at last week's City Council meeting, the officials discussed moving forward. But the focus now in the council shifts toward filling a new Mayor Stockman vacancy council seat that was created when he was recently elected. That decision will shape Milton's leadership moving forward. And speaking of leadership, a new generation is stepping up. Milton High School is embarking on a groundbreaking partnership with the Rock County Civics Academy, an initiative designed to transform students into engaged community leaders. Selected seniors will rotate through 6 different local government settings, shadowing officials, attending key meetings, and gaining firsthand experience in policymaking. Through Socratic seminars and Q&A panels and mentorship, students will analyze pressing local issues. They'll be developing their leadership and advocacy skills in the process. They'll research real problems, propose solutions, and present their findings to government officials and community stakeholders. The program isn't just about theory, it's about action. Students earn academic credit for their work while building invaluable connections with policymakers who shape Rock County's future. At its core, the initiative instills a fundamental belief. Democracy thrives when young leaders step up, and Milton has helped shaping those for future leaders for right now. From Beloit's financial struggles to Milton's civic empowerment efforts, both communities stand at pivotal moments. The decisions made in coming weeks will determine the future of local schools, leadership, and public engagement. Will Beloit School District take decisive action? Will Milton's youth rise to the challenge of governance? Well, these stories are still being written, and we'll be watching. Next, we're diving into conversations that shape our community. The community housing shortage, public health concerns, and civic leaders making a difference. Stay with us as we explore Janesville's housing crisis, Rock County's declining vaccination rates, and the inspiring figures driving change right here in our own backyard. First, the housing challenge intensifies. In Janesville, the conversation around housing has reached a boiling point. Next Monday, the Plan Commission meets once again. Will they take up the issue? Will they make decisive action happen? Or will the debate drag on? We know one thing for certain. Janesville housing supply is stretched thin. Businesses feel the squeeze. Families struggle to find affordable options. Developers are eager but uncertain about next steps. Just last month, the Bear Development project near the historic Carriage Works building was withdrawn at the last minute. Yes, it was controversial, but its disappearance only highlights the city's ongoing problem. There aren't enough homes to meet demand. The Rock County Civics Academy is stepping in, proposing a citywide housing summit to break through the gridlock. The last summit led to 600-plus new multifamily units and several single-family developments. But it's not enough. The new Janesville Affordable Housing and Policy Forum would be more than just a talk it over. It would generate real solutions, backed by data, public input, and actionable recommendations. Picture this. Keynote presentations from experts on housing policy. Small group discussions with residents, developers, and business leaders, structured voting on priorities, a panel discussion addressing concerns from renters, landlords, and local officials, all leading to a community action toolkit and formal recommendations to be presented to city leaders. Forward Janesville's President Shar Hermanson put it bluntly, local businesses are struggling because their own business retention and expansion survey confirms it. Companies want to grow, but they can't recruit talent when housing isn't available. Forward Janesville commissioned a Rock County housing study, but early findings revealed something crucial. Janesville needs a study tailored just to these challenges we face. While we commend Forward Janesville for their research, we need something more than just research. We need to take action. We really don't need another study gathering dust. We need real solutions. Shifting to public health concerns. Vaccination rates are declining. Rock County has another problem brewing. Vaccination rates among Wisconsin's children are dropping, and a new CDC report using Wisconsin Health Department data shows our kids falling behind every national average on critical immunizations. And that includes polio, pertussis, diphtheria and tetanus, measles, mumps, rubella. Only 84.8% of Wisconsin's kindergartners are up to date in their MMR vaccine. That's well below the national rate of 92.7%. Should Rock County residents be concerned? What policies are contributing to the decline? Could Washington, D.C.'s policy shifts be playing a role? We'll dig deeper when we bring Rock County's health officer, Katrina Harwood, into the table. Stay tuned for her expert insights in the coming weeks. Shining a bright light, we next go to Rock County's Newsmaker Leadership and Inspiration Programming. Each week, we spotlight leaders and change makers shaping Rock County's future. First up, Gina Doomer from the Pregnancy Helpline of Rock County, speaking on the increased need for services as federal and state lawsuits shift the landscape for expecting mothers. What's been the community's response? What can we do to help? Well, she'll break it down for us. And on a lighter note, we'll bring you an absolutely incredible feat of endurance. Meet Dennis Beggs, local farmer, business person who's made history running 7 marathons on 7 continents in 6 days. Wow. That's over 180 miles of racing through some of the most rugged, beautiful terrain on Earth. What drives someone to push their body to the limits? What did he learn from the journey? Well, listen in and find out. You want more local news, policy deep dives, and civic conversations? Well, here's where you can tune in. First, Friday, every Friday, we bring you Newsmakers, a show dedicated to keeping you informed, engaged, and inspired. We also bring you news you can use, 15 minutes of local news, commentary, and insights you won't find anywhere else. Where to watch and listen? Well, catch Newsmakers every Friday at 9:30 a.m. on JATV Community Access Channel 994 through Spectrum Cable. You can also find us on YouTube TV under the JATVMedia channel or the Rock County Civics Academy banner. Well, prefer radio? Tune in to WCLO Radio from 9:15 to 10 a.m. every Friday, where we join your talk show host, Tim Bremmel, for thought-provoking discussion that really matters. Sometimes the best conversations happen over a great cup of coffee. That's why, well, we invite you to Havana Coffee, 1250 Milton Avenue, a welcoming space where civic discussions thrive. Whether we're there or not, Havana Coffee remains a hub for civic engagement where people come together to exchange ideas, debate policies, and be part of the solutions that Rock County needs. See you at Havana Coffee, a proud supporter of the Rock County Civics Academy and all we do in the community. We close with a familiar call to leadership. The time is now. Communities don't improve on their own. They need leaders. They need action. Waiting for the perfect time means, well, waiting forever. If we don't step up, who will? Hillel, the elder, once said, "If not me, who? If not now, when?" Those words ring true today. Whether it's volunteering, serving on a committee, or running for office, your leadership matters. Your voice makes a difference. Imagine a government that is fully transparent, a community that's deeply engaged, and leaders who actively listen. It's not just a dream, it's a movement. We're committed to shining a bright light on local issues and keeping discussions honest, open, and action-oriented. But we need you. We need your thoughts, your ideas, and engagement that helps us keep the lights on. Stay connected. Be part of the conversation. Want to be heard? Well, you want to help shape the community? Reach out, connect, and get involved. Follow us on Facebook and Substack. Speak to us at the rockcountycivicsacademy.org, rockcountycivicsacademy.org. Subscribe at rockcountycivicsacademy.org. Together, we will inform. We'll get you involved and we'll inspire. Together, we can shape the future of Rock County. Thanks for listening. Keep asking questions. Keep making your voice heard. And most importantly, keep showing up. See you next Friday.